Good morning, ladybugs. Happy Friday. I thought it would be fun because it's Friday to play a game that I have played for a long time with my kids and with my grandkids, and also with you guys. Not as much with you guys this year because it involves blocks, and a lot of times when we get the blocks out, you love them so much. You always seem to have such great ideas. But this game is all about blocks, and it's called Blockhead. And all you need are some blocks. Or you could probably do some Legos, but don't click them down, okay? You could try it with Legos if you don't have blocks. I have a whole basket full of blocks here. You can hear them. And it doesn't have to be big blocks. You can do big blocks or small blocks. Most of these blocks are small ones that I've kind of collected over the years. So this is how it works. You can do it on the floor, or you could do it, I'm doing it on the table so that you guys can see what I'm doing. But you take a big block, and unfortunately I don't have a big block. But if I did, I was thinking of like the kind that you guys like to use when you're building your ships and things like that on the carpet, those big rectangle blocks. This is a square block. I have all sorts of shapes here. I do have some rectangle blocks, but they're much smaller. I have some blocks with circles that will roll, right? Because of the circle. I have, what shape is this? I have triangle blocks, and I have this block, which kind of looks like a ramp, and I think next week I'm going to be making some car ramps for you guys outside to see if you like doing that, and maybe that's something that you can do at home. I'm trying to think of things that you can do at home. I have all sorts of blocks. This block is a square, and not too many, but a nice circle block, which is always fun. It looks like, I don't know if you can see it, looks like someone maybe even either painted it or stamped it. So let's start off with let's push these aside a little bit. And then let's start off with our square block, because I've been looking with all those blocks I have, this one is probably the biggest one I have. So I'm going to put it down. The rule is when you're playing Blockhead is that every block that you stack the blocks up on has to be on this block. Okay, and you go higher and higher. So I can't build on the table around me. I have to build on that block. And you want to be careful, because with Blockhead, when you're playing Blockhead, you're trying not to let the blocks fall down. If they do, that's part of the fun. Eventually they're going to, right? Because can I build this up to the ceiling? I don't think so. Sometimes you guys do build it with the cubes when they stack, or with the Legos. You guys built some really tall things. But this, no, we'll see how many. Maybe we can even count too, okay? So I'm going to start with my square block. And I think I'm going to be really safe here. This one has a circle. I see you. And I'm going to put it right like that on top, okay? I want to kind of start out, this one looks like a little garage or a store, doesn't it? Maybe I'll use that later. I want to kind of start out with a nice bottom here. Nothing too crazy, or else it will tip. I won't be able to stack it very far. Here's a bigger triangle. Now if I put that like this, I don't know if you can see that, hopefully you can. Do you think I could stack any on there? Probably not. I could lay it flat and we could try it that way. But I think I'll save that one for later. I think I'll use this red one that looks like a little store or a garage. Oh, I'm going to put that right there. How many blocks do we have so far? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try to find a rectangle, kind of like a flat rectangle block if I have one in here. I have so many blocks, but they're all really little blocks. Oh, I did find one. Yay, I found one. I found a red rectangle. So I'm going to put that on my blocks like that. I have 5 blocks right now. Let's keep going. How about a small rectangle? How about 2 small rectangles, although they're not quite the same size. This one is a little bigger, right? But, I think I'm going to switch. I think I'm going to do this square instead. Okay, so I'm getting a nice base here for my game Blockhead. Oh, here's one. It looks like someone tried to cut out of that one. Maybe we'll use that towards the end. How about this one? This is kind of like a long rectangle. Okay. All right, my tower is getting taller. And I'm going to keep, oh, here we go. Here's another one. I have lots of rectangle blocks. Let's keep building up so we can make a nice high tower here. Let's see how many blocks we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, that's a good start. How about if I use my round block? Okay, now I'm making it a little bit harder for myself because this is a very tall block. Okay. Now I have to think about being careful. I could do this square, but it's kind of a thin square. I think I'd like to get something a little sturdier. Here, let's see. I only have small squares here. I was looking for a bigger one. Well, let's see. Well, this is an interesting looking one too. All right, well, I'm just going to have to pick something and go with it here. No, that's not that is not one. How about I use this big yellow one? Now I could do it this way. Should I do it that way? Or I could do it this way. I think I'm going to be safe and do it this way. I could do it the other way, but then it's going to be really tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, 11 blocks. Okay, here's another green rectangle. That makes 12. You can see it's getting a little taller, and if I shake it, it's not. If somebody knocked against it, it would definitely fall over. All right, here's another one. Oh, is that number 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right, so maybe I'll just start using some of the smaller blocks now. I'll use this little yellow rectangle here. Ooh, it's getting kind of shaky. Hopefully I can make it. Oh, this is a block that has a letter on it. The first letter of our alphabet, right? That's the A. Ooh, how about I use this red square? Oh my goodness, our tower is getting taller. Okay, oh, I like this one because this is a nice sturdy one. So I'm going to use this blue one. I think that's number 15. I've got to be careful. Ah! Now, what happens? You say, Blockhead! Yay! If I was playing with other people, that I would have been out of the game. But that's okay. I'm only playing with myself. So, all right. So let's make it tricky. Let's do it again. This time, let's start with this block here. Okay, just our little circle block. And, well, actually, I will start with this one again because I do want to build a little bit. So I'm going to put my blue circle block on top of that. And then my yellow rectangle. Ooh. And then a small blue square. And maybe I'll make the one with the circle again. Let me see how many I have here. Ooh, it's tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the other one I got, did I get 15? Something like that. Okay, so let's try another yellow rectangle here. That's number 6. Let's do the green circle one, number 7. Ooh, it's already a shaky because this time I'm building up a little bit higher. Here's another green one. This is like a half moon. But if I used it, I guess I could use it this way. If I used it this way, I don't think the blocks would stay on that. Let's see. Yeah, no, they don't stay on that. But I could use it this way. Turn it that way and oh, Blockhead again. Oh, that's the second time I've lost. Oh my goodness. All right, let's try the game this time only using like the cylinder shape, like the round cylinder, okay? So I will, once again, I'm going to start with the biggest block I have. And I'm going to only find cylinder shapes, okay? And we'll see how many I do have lots of cylinder shapes. Okay, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, I can't believe that stayed. Let me find another one. Oh, here's a really tall yellow one. Oh my goodness, I don't see this going well for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be number 7. Do you think it's going to fall and I'm going to be a blockhead for the 3rd time? 7. Oh, blockhead again. So this is a fun game. You can play it with your siblings if you have any, or your mom or dad. And then you can just take, my grandkids like to take all these different blocks, just like you guys do at the school. You like to, oh look who I found, a little blue person there. And you can build on a table. You can make a game where you want to use all of the blocks that you have and use them all to make like you could make a big town or anything that you wanted. That would be maybe a fun thing you could do this weekend, okay? So Ladybugs, I'm excited. I'm gonna stop now because in a little while we're all gonna go for our first Zoom class, okay? And I can't wait to see all of you then and have a great weekend. And I'm really happy. My cats were really interested in these blocks, and then they lost interest and went to sleep. So I'm happy they didn't come in this game because they kind of would have, I think they would have been blockheads, right? Okay, thanks Ladybugs. See you soon.